Thanks very much. I'm very sorry that I missed the start of the speech. I was in Westminster Hall in a debate with Barry Shearman about the importance of apprenticeships and vocational education, and I think it would have been far better for both of us to have been here listening to you, because what better lesson can there be for the power of apprenticeships and the power of motivation, and to listen to the way that you put your story across and the inspiring way that you speak, and it's incredibly impressive, and no wonder that you are the Apprentice of the Year. So congratulations on all that you've done. And I think everybody was spellbound, and you are a great example of the great success of this programme, which is, the apprenticeship programme is 651 years old at least. It was first mentioned in Chaucer, when Chaucer wrote about apprentices marauding around the streets. I'm sure you don't get up to any of that. And of course, apprenticeships have gone through different phases, and they and recently have had a big renaissance. And you are not just a leading light and a diamond amongst apprentices, but you're part of a much broader movement, which is the rebirth of apprenticeships in this country, which I think we can all be very proud of. It was first put into law in 1995, and then it really expanded at the end of the previous government, and now has gone from strength to strength, supported by this government. This is a long-term project supported on all sides of politics, where everybody increasingly recognises the value of apprenticeships and the value of technical and vocational training. And my job is to see it prosper further. And there's just a couple of things that I want to say about that, and I'm really interested in your views, because there are changes afoot, but we want to build on what works and make sure that it's even better. And following the Richard Review, it is vital, we believe, to ensure that apprenticeships are uniformly of high value, that they are stretching and rigorous and valuable to employers who take on the apprentices. I see it as a strategy based on responsiveness to employer need and rigorous in terms of quality of training. And there's a whole plethora of suggestions in the Richard Review about how we should take that forward. It's a direction that I warmly welcome, but I also want to get the responses of everybody in this room and all those outside of this room who have a strong interest in this area, to ensure that what we put in place works and builds on best practice, and make sure that apprenticeships remain a successful brand and become an even more trusted brand in the years ahead. This is I feel in a sense like I'm carrying a vase across a shiny floor, and we want to make sure we keep that vase intact, because in that vase, if I'm not going to push this metaphor a little bit too far, in that vase are the hopes of many, many young people especially. And the principle that I apply to it is that we can only succeed for young people, and we can only succeed as a nation if everybody has the opportunity to reach their potential, or following this Olympic summer, for everybody to do their personal best. And it's a vital principle where vocational education and apprenticeships in particular have a really important role to play in ensuring that for everybody we can get the best out of them, because that is, in this very competitive world, is the only way over my generation, over the generations ahead, that we are going to succeed. So I'm extremely enthusiastic to be here. I am completely outshone, and I acknowledge that and recognise that, and I'm extremely impressed with your achievements, but I'm also hugely supportive of Semta and the work that they do, and the work that is done to promote training and apprenticeships and make sure that it is strengthened and goes on to even greater things in the years ahead. Thank you very much.